Inspired by the famous 1907 Peking to Paris race, the 1908 New York to Paris race was quite a feat with the lack of roads and automotive technology. 6 cars represented the 4 nations: Germany, France, Italy, and the United States. The German team drove the Protos, Italy had the Zust, and the United States had the Thomas Flyer. France had 3 cars: the D. Dion Bouton, the Moto Block, and the Cesar Naudin. On February 12, 1908, in Times Square, the race began. The 169-day ordeal even included a ship ride. Originally, they planned to go from New York to Nome, Alaska, and across the Bering Strait to East Cape, Siberia, and then on to Paris. This was a very difficult journey, especially in the winter, and there were very few roads, so most of the time they straddled the train tracks. The Thomas Flyer became the first automobile to cross the U.S. in the winter, arriving in San Francisco in 41 days, 8 hours, and 15 minutes. They took a ship to Valdez, Alaska, but the conditions in Alaska were too harsh, so they took a steamer down to Japan. And then a ship to Vladivostok, Siberia, where the French surrendered and went home, but the Germans, Italians, and Americans went on through Asia, through Europe, and made it to Paris. After 10,377 miles, George Shuster, the American driver with the Thomas Flyer, rolled into Paris on July 30th, 1908. The Germans actually arrived 4 days earlier or were penalized for cheating, and the Italians arrived in September. And a side note, I believe all these photos that I've shown are from the United States.